Hello, hello, hello. My name is ERG Apollo, and welcome back to Castlevania Symphony of the Night. In today's episode, we are going to acquire... sorry. Whew. Okay, let me try that again. We are going to acquire the spike armor. And in order to do that, we have to get to the abandoned mines, which is down in the fucking place with the thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and warp to the library, and then we're going to take, we're going to sell the Zircons that we have, we're going to sell the gems, maybe buy some stuff, and then we're going to take the castle warp down to the main, to like the starting area.
What can I do for you?
I'm interested in this.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
I'm
you.
interested in this.
So we should, okay, this isn't, we're not literally gonna finish the game in the next episode, but we're getting pretty goddamn close, things considered. Okay, yeah, nothing in here is really, better. I mean, I guess I could buy more shields, but don't really feel like it. So I'll just buy more library cards, I guess. I don't know.
Farewell for now.
Farewell for now. Alright. But, you know, while the next episode isn't going to be the finale, it's going to be pretty fucking close. Like, the inverted castle isn't going to take me nearly as long because I don't have to search for all the movement upgrades and whatnot, and the bosses are going to get easier because, stats are going to get better, and I'll probably also find, the Alucard shield and whatnot, so... We're definitely, we're getting there. But that stuff we'll focus on. You know what I can't talk about. I can't fucking English right now. God, how many episodes have I recorded today? Because I feel like I've recorded a shit ton of Symphony today. I don't know if it's because I haven't eaten that, I'm losing the ability to perceive time properly, which that could be the case. I haven't eaten today, and I probably should eat. But what time is it also? Because today, okay, it's only 12:50. Because today is going to be the next time I sit down to record Innocent Sin with the boys, so I have to kind of keep an eye on the clock and make sure I don't go too far, which I won't. And even if I do, you know, they'll understand. Just like, hey, why aren't you outside? Just fucking playing Castlevania, leave me alone. Anyways, it's up. And fuck walking. I'll take the elevator. Simple. What else should I... Because there's stuff I want to talk about, but I want to save it for the inverted castle. I guess we'll have plenty to talk about when we get down to the abandoned mines, because that area makes me fucking uncomfortable. It's definitely not this one, because the exit door for the one I want to go to is on the right. You know, I'm gonna say that... Did I go to the right one? Is it? Alright, I'm gonna say that one of the best things that, was that even smart? Yes, okay. One of the best things that later Metroidvanias in the series introduced was the ability to select what warp room you end up in, because, you know, it's not that big of a deal to sit here and cycle the warp rooms in Symphony, but it is tedious, you know? There's I think the things that really hold Symphony back from being a near flawless game is a lot of the little things that come with item management and traversal get tedious. And a lot of that stuff is fixed in later titles, and hell, some of that's fixed in the fucking Saturn version. Because you get the that third hand that you can equip usable items to. But it's everything else surrounding what shit there is in the game that is kind of tedious is just top of the line, high quality ass good fucking video game, you know? Symphony of the Night is what I would call a good fucking video game. There's a lot of those in the Castlevania series, believe it or not. There's also a number of games in the series that are kind of bad, like Simon's Quest and Adventure 1 and the N64 titles, but you know, what franchise doesn't have a few bad apples, I say. I think Castlevania still has a pretty fucking excellent, rock solid pedigree in terms of quality. Okay, I'm thinking about Lords of Shadow now. And you know, not fuck it. I love Castlevania Lords of Shadow. It's not a perfect fucking like subset of Castlevania games, but I think they're good. Especially the first one, man. The first one is honestly fucking excellent in my opinion. I loved the atmosphere, I loved the control, I loved the exploration, what little of it there was. I loved the oh man, the fucking that game looks so phenomenal. It has such a strong art direction that oh man, it just looks great. I mean, I have it on oop, I went the wrong way. I have it on PC as well, so the visuals hold up extra nicely because I can push them farther. But I also have a copy of the game on I have a copy of the game on PS3, and then I don't actually know if I still have my 360 copy of Lords of Shadow. It's probably around here somewhere, but... And, you know, we'll get to the Lords of Shadow games eventually, because I do plan on Let's playing every Castlevania game in some way, shape, or form. But, man, the Lords of Shadow games are going to be interesting, because I've never actually finished 2, but I have played quite a lot of, oh, I think these things do holy attacks, right? Right? I don't know. Okay, so I was dumb, and once again, misremembering shit, but you don't actually need the fairy to flick those switches, and there'll probably be people in the comments, if anyone comments, there'll probably be people in the comments screaming at me that, no, you don't need the fairy to hit that switch, you need the goblin, and like you didn't even need to run out of the area, you could have done the thing then, and I'm like, okay. You know, people who leave comments like that, you know, I talked about, you know, oh, you're bitching at the Let's Player for not being efficient, but also consider that video was probably recorded like days, weeks, or depending on who you are, months in advance. So like, what's the point of telling them to do this? They're not gonna fucking see it. Oh, I mean, they will see it, but it's not gonna matter. Like, I don't know. Go fucking. You know, I said it when I literally went on that tangent about YouTube commenters, but like fucking. If you're so like dissatisfied, go find a different Let's Play, or like, I don't know, maybe make it yourself. Because in all actuality, oh, okay. Actually the act of making a Let's Play isn't super hard depending on the kind of Let's Play it is. Because, you know, if it's a more like informative guide type of format, then yeah, it's going to take a lot of effort because you got to make sure you get your information right. You know, your editing is solid so that you can cut out as much of the fluff as possible, blah, 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 all that stuff. But like, if you're just recording a Let's Play for like entertainment purposes, it's as simple as setting up the game and then pressing record. Like, just do it, dude. If you've got so much confidence that you can, you know, do this so much quote unquote better than me, go fucking do it. That's all I gotta say. Anyways, I'll stop bitching about YouTube comments now. Because I think we're about to enter the area that we have to enter in order to acquire... Yes. The catacombs. The catacombs are... Save point. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember because there's this, like, really cool, like, fire tunnel room in one of the areas in Symphony, and I'm trying to remember what area it's in, and I want to say the catacombs. I really do. What's this pendant? Bloodstone. Probably buffs your power more. Improves blood healing ability. Okay. That's kind of neat. It's not something I personally would use, but hey. Like, if that's your deal, Dark Metamorphosis gets a massive buff from that, I would assume, because Dark Metamorphosis lets you heal with blood, so who knows? Where skeleton? Dead. Oh, these motherfuckers. No. He throws up his hands. He's like, fuck, fuck. We gotta get out of here. Okay. You know, I wouldn't say I hate the catacombs, but I don't find them as, aside from the room that I talked about, I don't find them as interesting to explore as I do the abandoned mines. And that has, I think part of the reason why I like the abandoned mines is the atmosphere it gives off. It's really like, kind of this desperate, fearful, like, environment. And that's mostly got to do with the music. Not that the track here is bad or anything, I just prefer the more fucked up, hopeless atmosphere. I hate this atmosphere. Goodbye. Not that this place is bad. I do like the look of it, and it's kind of like, ah, oh, there it is. Look at this fucking room, dude. Look at this room. Oh my god, it's so fucking pretty. Look at the shadows. Oh. And like, oh my god. Discus Lord. I think you see these things again in Aria of Sorrow. And they give you one of the most powerful, like, projectile souls in the game. And there's an enemy similar that gives you kind of like a similar type of soul in, or shard, I should say, in Ritual of the Night. What is this? Maranasa? Icebrand. And what does it do? Ice Sword of Mim. I'd assume that the sword does a good amount of damage against fire enemies. It's an ice sword. I mean, who the fuck knows? I could just be completely wrong here. No thank you. It literally does 1 more damage than the Holy Rod does. It's a really cool... You know, I haven't even talked about the death animations of enemies, by the way. But man, the death animations in these games, in this game especially, are just so good. Every enemy has like a unique animation, and the enemies that have like the bigger ones all are just like super satisfying. Like that one right there, that's cool as shit. It's like, wow. They took the time to fucking animate that shit. It's really cool to me. There's only 1 coin in that fire. What's the point of this room? It's immersion in the exploration. You talked about that earlier in the series. I think, yeah, no, I did bring that up. No, about to go on a whole tangent about adding empty rooms to improve immersion. Oh. Did I just accidentally walk into another boss fight? Oops. Whoopsie! Can't, like... Can't get close because they're dropping so many fucking dead bodies on me. That's a sentence I just said. Please stop. You know what? How do we do Hellfire? So with Hellfire, if you hold up while you're doing the animation, you'll get like the big meteor version. Uh-oh. Or maybe? Ah, shit. Fuck. Oh no. Let me up. That's not what I wanted to do, like, at all, but... So I'll just sit here and spam Hellfire, why not? You know? Okay, so if I just tap up and then I do the quarter circle input really quickly. Dude, epic gameplay. Shit. Get off. Yeah, like I can't. Dude. You know what? Fuck you, Grand Falloon. Oh! I don't even think that hit. Ow. Asshole. Can't get. Got him. Man, I don't really like the Grand Falloon fight in Symphony of the Night. If you couldn't tell, I don't particularly care for it. It's not super interesting to me. It's just like, oh wow, this big man. I mean, it's not the first time Grand Falloon shows up in the series, but most of the time it's not like in this big ass room where it's like kind of hard to like consistently deal a lot of damage to him. So. But it's just not that interesting of a fight. It's like, I mean, like in Portrait of Ruin and like Aria of Sorrow, you can like the rooms are either really close, or you just have the ability to deal tons of fire damage like really quickly. So like the attack isn't like as it's like the fight isn't as like long and kind of drawn out as that is. Or it could just be bad, you know? Like I you know, something that like. I don't like to blame the game for being shit or like hard or just not fun, but I also kind of it's like, you know, I could just be bad at the game and maybe that's why it's just not that interesting to me, you know? I'm also just like also wait, we equip the ice brand or don't I? No, we equip the broadsword. Or maybe the ice brand would actually be smarter. There it is. So we just gotta go find that fucking room, which I'm pretty sure is on the other side, because pretty sure I have a strong feeling that pretty sure Grand Falloon is an optional boss battle that I just undertook. I mean, what is this? Walk armor? Isn't this the armor that gets stronger? The more the map gets covered, which is like really cool in my opinion. I think that's a fucking awesome idea for like a piece of gear. So like, cause like, you know, it improves over time. You know, it doesn't start out particularly useful. I mean, it does buff my defense a little bit, but not by a whole lot. And my luck stat just fucking decreases with it. But hey, I bet you, like, you get 200 per 6, 206% map coverage. That shit is like a really good piece of gear. I don't really use it, mostly because I don't often go for 206% in Symphony of the Night. But it's not a bad piece of armor, and even then, like, it's a cool concept, is what I'm trying to say, but the fact that there is no, like, New Game Plus, or there's not a whole lot of, like, end or post-game content in Symphony, it's like, why should I use this versus, like, I don't know, something else. See, I don't have the, oh my god, that did that. That killed him in one hit. Stop this right now. Okay. Why does that do 102 damage to those fucking, like, those melee guys? That's, are they fire elemental? I mean, they don't look like they are, but that... Bitch. Oh, this is the room with the fucking red skeletons. You got a whole bunch of monster vials in here for some reason. Wish I remembered what Monster Vials did. Let's find out. Summon skeleton ally. What's the point? Like, what can you actually, like, accomplish with a skeleton ally in Symphony? I mean, I've never done it, you know? Again, it's one of the many different ways you can tackle this game, and I just haven't bothered, because I'm like, I don't really see the use in it. It's not, because, like, in later entries of the series, there's familiars, for sure, but those familiars also, like, can level up and be upgraded through, like, the soul system, or just straight up experience RPG leveling traditional shit. So it's like, they're kind of useful. I mean, even then I don't use them. I mean, they are worth leveling though, because like the familiars and later entries do get quite powerful, but I'm just like, yeah. I'm also powerful and I don't need some fucking owl thing to do my bidding for me? I don't know. Ah, here we are.
Don't forget that some animals can live in complete darkness.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. Fuck. Stop. Stop. Help. Dude, I can't fucking see. Jesus Christ. I hate this room. God. Fuck that area. This shit sucked. If you couldn't tell, I get a little upset sometimes. Ugh. That was gross. That was not a good time. What a horrible time to be alive, right? Like just now. Get out of here. You will pay for your crimes. It should be. I can't remember. Do we have to fight another boss to get to it? Do we? No, I don't think we do. I don't think we do. We just have to get to it. It's just an item in a room. Right? Yeah, here it is. Spike armor. Spike breaker. Spike breaker armor. Just walk into spikes and they break. Easy peasy. You already know the drill. But anyways, I think that's going to do it for Symphony of the Night. Ending that episode with a slight pinch of salt. We are very close now. Like we're basically ready to move on to the inverted castle. Like there's almost nothing left at this point. We just have to go get the goggles and then go through the clock tower. So that'll probably be what we do. That'll probably be just like the next episode, which is awesome because that's just good progress. I love making a lot of progress on a game in an episode of a Let's Play. It makes me feel like I'm not wasting my time. So yeah. Anyways, thank you all for watching this episode of Symphony of the Night. Please stay safe out there, take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.